Good evening everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Stella, and if you haven't been with me before, I actually learnt tarot during lockdown. I used playing cards because that's what I had available, and I actually draw my own cards as well, which you can see, and they are received really well by the universe, and they always get pulled out at the appropriate time because the universe will speak to you in whatever language you choose. Also, to let you know that I'm actually traveling, I'm actually abroad at the moment, and so I just use what I've got, and the table might wobble a little bit and my camera might wobble a little bit. So I really want to do a really nice, deep, sensitive reading on this lovely Friday evening in Italy, and let's have a look. And the question is, second time around, will it work? So we're looking at, if you're going back into a relationship, could it actually work, and what's required to make it work? So this is pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. So if you just want to take a moment and pick a card. Okay, let's go to pile 1. Oh, excuse me, my body's been really tired this week, but my brain has been so active. So that's the sun blending into this beautiful Italian table cover. Okay. It's actually a happy sun. Okay. So the question is, second time around, will it work? And if so, what do you need to make it work? So we've got the 10 of, let's have a look. We've got the 10 of the King of Cups. We've got the 2 of Cups. We've got the Lovers. Oh my word, that's not come out for a while. We've got the Page of Cups. We've got the World card, we've got Temperance, we've got the Star, oh my goodness, and we've got the 6 of Swords. Wow. Do you know, I don't think I've actually had this combination. Excuse me, I'm feeling I keep yawning because I'm actually really low on iron. Really low on iron. It's a problem that I've had for a long time, since I was really young. Okay, so just ignore me if I'm yawning. Okay, so wow, just incredibly beautiful cards. So the first thing I would say is, would it work second time around? Oh my God, yes, this is gonna work. Maybe even beyond your imagination. I've never seen such beautiful cards all put together. Whew, I'm almost blown away by these cards. They're just absolutely stunning cards. So, first of all, let me tell you what you've got. You've got the King of Cups. Okay, this is saying that your man, it's not gender specific, your man, if you went back in, he would be the King of Cups. He's going to feel his emotions, okay? He's ready to feel his emotions. Then this is sitting next to the 2 of Cups, okay? This is when people are declaring their love for each other, and they're tied together by the infinity knot, and the cups are overflowing. You know, it's like they're bursting like a fountain. Incredible. Sorry guys, I keep yawning. I'm not actually tired. I'm not actually tired, I'm just really low on oxygen. Just really low on oxygen, don't worry about it. Then the 2 of Cups is sitting next to the Lovers. Look at the beautiful sunshine in there. Look at the angel wings blessing this union. I mean, do I need to do this reading, you know? Wow, I'm just stunned by this. And then look, we've got the Star of Hope. This is when, like, he thinks you're beautiful and amazing, and you also feel the hope in yourself, and you feel the beauty in yourself. This is a woman that's totally abundant, so much so she pours what she has onto the land and the sea. Then we've got like the Page of Cups. This is when usually it's the man coming forward, offering his cup of love in this relationship, you know, like I think ongoing through the relationship. Then we've got the World card. This is about feeling complete in the world. That's the true meaning of this card. This comes at the end of the major arcana. This is when you've been through your whole life cycle. Basically, you've learned everything that you have to learn, and then you're just like at one with the world. It's like, and also like an incredible manifestation here. And look at how radiant she is. You know, she's feeling absolutely beautiful. Wow, just like stunned by this. Then we've got Temperance again with the angel wings. This is when basically there's just this lovely harmony between you. You see the water going from one cup to the other. It's like you pour your cup into him, he pours his cup into you, you pour it into him. This card in the original tarot and the Rider-Waite tarot is just like beautiful. It's an angel standing 1 foot on the water, 1 foot on the land, and there's just beautiful abundance everywhere. It's just an absolutely stunning card. And then we've got the 6 of Swords. And it's not what you think. The 6 of Swords is saying, hey, all I'm interested in, or what he's saying is, all I'm interested in is moving into calmer waters. And not only are we going to move into calmer waters, I'm going to protect you and I'm going to look after you. Oh my goodness. That is just blown me away. I didn't know that there's much more to say other than, okay, so if you're going back together, will it work? Yes. What do you need to do? You just need to remember that you're totally in love. I feel like when people fall in love, there's some sort of divine aspect to it at this level. Remember that you're always in love. Always keep offering your cup of love throughout the union. Be really attuned to him showing you love, okay? At the worst side of this is that he could be overly emotional in the sense that he could become sensitive. That's, you know, the very worst side of it. But, you know, this is a man that's ready to love, basically. I think to make it work, you just enjoy every single day that this blessing comes into your life, because, I'm going to get tearful now, because it can be gone. You know, it's here today, tomorrow it's gone. Like, I don't mean like they can walk, well, of course they can walk out, you know, but it can be a circumstance can come into your life and it's just gone for whatever reason it's gone, all right? And this star and the sun and the love and the world and the angels, you know, I think to make it work, you just wake up every morning knowing that you are so blessed to have this union. I actually want to cry for you. I actually want to cry for you right now. It's so beautiful. Don't underestimate this sun card. Now, don't you find it spooky or whatever? I know this is what tarot is all about. It's about, you know, it's about reading the universe. But this sun card is the most glorious card. You know, it's about complete joy, no darkness here. It's got horses, white horses frolicking. It's got cherub babies riding on the back of horses. It's got sunflowers growing in the background. It's just sheer joy. Now, isn't it weird that it just sat with this? It's, you know, I mean, like, it blows your mind sometimes. You know, my belief is that we're in a holographic universe, very much like a virtual game. And my belief is, because I experienced it when I took psychedelic mushrooms, which wasn't very psychedelic. I spoke to this higher intelligence, which I believe that created this universe. And everything around us is a reflection of ourselves, you know, and the universe is very happy for people like us and other tarot readers to tap into the universe and bring information to you. And it just stuns me. It just stuns me again and again. Just the most incredible cards. I think that the only thing with this is like, oh my God, you're going to be so loved up. Are you actually going to get your work done? Are you going to get your day-to-day chores done? Are you going to get your shopping done? Are you going to hit your deadlines at work? Because my God, you guys are going to be so in love. So in love. I mean, it's just crazy in love. Ooh. Like, I'm almost scared to pull another card because I don't want anything bad to happen. Okay, so this came out reversed. I think it's a hard one. Okay, so this is the Six of Pentacles, and it's about giving and taking and sharing. And I think I'm getting a message. If you want this relationship to work because you've got all this, like I want this reading, okay? You've got all this. Just remember to keep giving and taking. Don't just let someone to keep giving and giving to you. Remember to give back. And I think that is one of the, wow. I'm just sort of feeling with this Page of Cups, you're just going to be, if he comes back, he's going to continually show the cup of love. There's going to be so much serenity. Yeah, and I think that to make it work, you put the heartache behind you. Whatever heartache there is, you put it behind you. Okay, I'm getting a message now. I'm feeling quite tearful. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, so what I feel like's been said here is that maybe there's been some really painful stuff for you guys, like what you've been through, and maybe things have been said, and maybe there was just a feeling that you can never go back, all right, or a situation, something's happened that's really caused a lot of pain, maybe on both sides, and you just got to put this aside. You've got to put it aside and not let it ruin all this, because this is real. And this is the magic in life. How many times do you feel, what is more magical than when you fall in love with someone? What other occasions are there? There's not many other occasions. And for me personally, I'm going to be rambling on a bit. That energy, that magic that can happen in an ordinary day when you're in love is just something you take to the grave. You never forget. You know, we're so busy snapping our lives on social media and or doing selfies and stuff like that. And half those images are going to be forgotten, you know. But when you come to the day that you're going to pass, you know, you're going to remember these times. When someone professed their love for you, when you looked into someone, I'm going to cry, when you looked into someone's eyes and saw them shining back at you because you are the thing that they loved. Oh my God, must be PMT. Just put the heartache aside. Yeah, you're not going to remember, did I write that, did I get the emails done at work? Did I hit that deadline? Did I get that project? Was I really wealthy? You know, you're not going to think things like that. You're just going to think of all those beautiful moments. Oh my God, I'm just having a moment here. Do you remember there's a movie called The Golden Mile? I don't know if you'll know it. It's called, excuse my mosquito bite. I'll just put that out of the way. It's mosquito season now. The Golden Mile. oh God, I'm getting a bit morbid, but it's the Golden Mile, and it's about people that are facing execution. And there's one guy, and I think it's the Indian guy, and he relays his story. He relays a story that's close to his heart, and it's when he fell in love with this beautiful woman. And it's absolutely beautiful. And the other one is in Westworld, which I really love. And it's about Indians. What's going on here? It's about the Indians in Westworld, right? And one of the Indians turns from a really calm and loving husband into a really sort of violent husband. And then I think that he remembers himself, and he just tells this really beautiful story, and he goes back and saves his wife. Oh, it's just beautiful. I'll put it in the link below. Oh, I'm feeling all mushy now. I'm feeling all mushy. You've made me feel all mushy. I think that's it, guys. Like, I think it's an absolute yes. I don't even know that if it's worth pulling any more cards, because it's just a yes, yes, and a big fat yes. Oh my God, do you want any more? Shall we have any more signs from the universe? Oh my God, do you want my tears to fall on top of these cards? It's just like success. It's just like success. It's just moving forward and success. And all I can say for those that have chosen this pile one, I'm just so happy for you. This is just so, so, so beautiful. And please leave a comment. Please leave a comment and make me happy. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, because it's just such a beautiful reading. I don't think we need to go any further than that. Thank you. I'm thanking you because, I don't know, you're here to read what I'm placing, and that just made my heart sing. Okay. Those that picked... No, I've done that wrong. That's those that picked number 2. Have I done that right? Yeah. Pile 2. Okay, so it's an absolute pleasure for me to do your reading tonight. It's a Friday night. I really want to get deep into, if you, second time around, will it work? It's like, will it actually work? Or what would you need to do to make it work? Okay. And we have the most stunning reading on 1. Okay, so here we go. So we've got the body. I must redraw that. Let's have a look here. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Fool card. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we've got the Knight. Hold on a minute. No, sorry. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. We've got Crying. Oh, we've got 2 Knights here. What's going on here? We've got the 8 of Wands. Oh, we've got an extra card. How weird. Okay, and we've got Justice. Should be 8 cards, but you've got 9. Okay, so the question is, second time around, will it work? Excuse me if I'm yawning, guys. My body's really low on oxygen. I'm not actually tired. I just got a iron deficiency. Like you really needed to know that. Okay, so will it work? And you know, what would make it work? So wow, we've got some very different cards here. Very different cards. Like really disjointed. I can't see a full story. Can't see anything bad here, but I can't see a full story. I see, hold on a minute. I see passion here, right? I can see passion. This is passion. This is, okay, I can see passion. I can see a reset, a desire to start afresh, a desire to, yeah, okay, that's Pentacles. can see the Knight of Swords wanting to come back in, and the Messenger. How bizarre. This is quite bizarre, actually. Okay, so let me tell you what I can see, and then let's just sort of let this unfold a little bit, because there's not like a easy story here, although there doesn't seem to be any bad cards. What I can see is that if you were going in second time around, you'd have to do a complete reset. That's the 0, that's the Fool. The Fool is all about setting off on a new journey, taking risks, throwing caution to the wind, popping your belongings in the little knapsack on the stick sort of thing, just taking what you need and just being carefree, okay? And just being naive about it, you know, like not overthinking it, you know, not planning for the future, you know, not having massive conversations about how it's going to work. It's just kind of like, let's dive in and try again, and let's just do a reset. The only things with reset, I feel resets are really good. Men like resets, right? If you just go, look, forget about everything in the past, let's just reset. The only thing with resets is that they don't clear things away. You know, if you do reset, you really have to forgive and forget. You know, you can't bury it or carry it forward on a subconscious level, because it will just make you really unhappy. If you reset, it's forgive, forget, wipe the slate clean and start again. So that's what I can see. And what I can see here is this gorgeous, may I say, with this gorgeous Knight of Swords wanting to come in, and his hair's all flowing forward. I don't know if you can see that. Right, how gorgeous is he? And you know, this card is about the energy of this. You know, this is like, if you guys have another go, it's sort of like, if you're gonna come back, and it's funny, this card is about like coming back. The horse in the original tarot is facing backwards, not forwards, sort of thing. The energy with this reset is like, come back, and absolutely know that you want to come back, both of you, you know, no hesitation, come back and be really vindicated in starting again. That's the message, okay, with this energy. So it's not particularly about, yeah, maybe it is his energy coming back in, but I feel it's both of you. You have to come back with a passion, you know, not tentatively. You have to come in full Monty back into this relationship. And this is quite interesting, actually. I didn't see it at first, but this is the 8 of Wands, which is about swift movement, and sometimes we refer to messaging. But I feel, because it's next to this Knight of Swords, it's like, if you go back in like with energy, with power, no hesitation, you know. And there's beautiful blue skies behind this energy, and the blue in here as well, the air. There's beautiful blue skies with this energy. And it just means that this is a good omen. The cards are kind of telling us, if you want to go back in, you go back in fresh, completely fresh, okay? And you go back in with vigor, and you go back in with enthusiasm. You don't go back in like, oh, I think I'll just plod along for 6 months, you know? And now I can see the story unfolding, and it's saying, if you do this, you just put the heartache behind, okay? Maybe you feel sad about something that's happened between you. You just put it behind you. This is the sort of like the reset. And it's saying that if you want to make it work, there's got to be a little bit of this going on in the relationship. there's got to be like little gestures from both sides to the other person. Something physical, you know, it could be anything, you know, it can be a cup of coffee when they most need it, you know, it can be a nice meal, it can be digging the garden, it can be putting the bins out, it can be just stuff like that. Oh no, I'm feeling emotional tonight because I'm remembering stuff. Oh, sorry, bear with me. So it can be like just small physical gestures, just to keep reminding each other how much you value each other. It's really, really important. Do you want to know some of my story? When I'm looking at that, right, I just have regrets over some of my actions. You know, I was in a relationship where I felt I was given so much, but I actually forgot to give these little, you know, because the way that I give is in a very spiritual way, you know. I give my my empathy, my understanding, my non-judgment and all these sort of things. And it takes me a lot to keep in that energy. And I actually sometimes forget to give the actual physical things, if that makes sense. You know, the things that people really appreciate is the little physical things. Yeah, so yeah, I have some regrets not doing that. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and it's just telling you again, if you want this relationship to work, then, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is all about, is it the Queen of Pentacles that's nurturing? Oh, that's so funny. I just had a bit of brain fog there. Oh no, so the Queen of Pentacles she's like the mama, okay? She's like the Italian mama, you know, she loves like a domesticated house, you know, she looks after everyone, the animals, the children, the husband, the family, the friends, she cooks for everybody and stuff like that. And that's not to belittle this domestic side of life, because that's really beautiful and nurturing, and it brings a lot of, it becomes very solid. You know, it's like I'm in Italy and the family's everything and the home is everything, and generations all live with each other here, which is quite beautiful to see. And it's just to remember, and I think it's like with this pentacle, is to, you know, keep that aspect in your life, you know, that nurturing, that tending side of things. Yeah, like I said, I tend to focus on things like, oh, I'm really open to hearing about your problems, or I'm really open to, you know, I really care about you. I'm really open to hear if you're upset or things aren't working out for you. I'm really open to not pass judgment on you and things like that. And while people love that, because we live in a physical world, they don't always value that the same. Okay. So then we've got this really weird card. I drew this card. It's a bit sexy and lustful. Okay, I'm sorry, I just got a message. That's fine. Okay, because I was going to redraw this card with like beautiful flowers over her body and stuff like that. Okay, they're just saying, look, you've got a beautiful body, use it. Okay, you know, if you go back again, remember that passion is so important. And you know, when people are together, they love each other's bodies. You know, it's very, very rare that you're with someone and you don't like their body, you know, or if you do, there's a problem there, you know. Just keep the passion, keep the lust, keep the desire, you know. Don't waste precious moments ignoring this side of the relationship. Wow, that's so clever. They're guiding me so well on this reading. Don't ignore that side of the relationship. You know, she's got like a sexy thong on there, and you know, we need that. That's what we want. You know, that's what, you know, women need it to feel like hugely desirable, you know. And then men want it because it's like, it ignites their imagination and their fantasies, and and their lust, basically. And it's so important. And just really rejoice in each other's bodies, just grab that lust while you can grab it, basically. And then we've got the Knight of Wands, and it's just sitting above the body. And the Knight of Wands is all about the energy of passion and desire. The Knight of Wands energy is an energy of fire. It's like you light the match, and the flame comes up, and then, yes, it dies down, sort of thing, but it comes up again. And it's just really about this energy. Can you see how his hair's blowing in the wind? And it's really just to keep that wildness in your relationship, in your lovemaking, in this relationship to make it work. Keep the movement, keep the energy there. Don't let it go stale. So that was quite interesting, because I couldn't see that story when I first looked at it. And this is the Justice card, and it's like, yes, you've got all this lust and everything like that, and they're just sort of saying to me that, all these elements, reset and forgiveness, nurturing, giving and taking, putting the past behind you and stuff like that, with this beautiful celebration card. Beautiful celebration card. This is the card when you go out to friends, say, no, look, we're really in love, and I'm really, really happy. So yeah, so amazing. And this is just telling you that all these ingredients here, which is incredible, I've not seen this layout before, creates a beautiful harmony. It creates a beautiful balance. Lust, nurturing, give and taken, resetting, being very positive and determined in your union, and just having a lot of speed and energy with that, and putting the past behind you, and just keeping the love and the passion ignited in your relationship makes for a fabulous retry second time around. Amazing, guys, amazing. Very unusual setup. I did not see that story when I first laid them down. I did not see that. I'm being totally guided on this. Yeah, oh my God. That's unbelievable. Just more, sorry if I'm yawning. Just more of the same, guys. This was actually in the first reading. The cards from the first reading have come out. The cards from the first reading have come out on this reading. It's about giving and taking, sharing, being generous, just remembering like this beautiful happiness that you can attain where you just feel complete in the world. Just keep offering the cup of love, like the pentacles, just keep showing how much you love each other. And then it's just like the King of Cups coming in here, just reminding you that when he comes in, it's not gender specific. You can switch it up. He's just ready to love. And just keep remembering that, we all make mistakes in life. We all make mistakes, and some mistakes are really, really bad. Okay, but in this reading, there's absolutely 100% that this is going to work. 100%. I'm really happy for you guys. Really, really happy. I don't think there's anything more to say on this one. Okay. Please leave your comments below, especially if there's anything, like a small thing there that really resonates with you. Okay. Okay, so let's go to pile 3. So the question tonight is, second time around, will it work? And what do you have to do to make it work? So let's see what it's going to say. Quite excited for you. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles. I must draw this. It's a beautiful card. It's a giant pentacle floating on a cloud, where the universe is coming in and bringing you a magnificent financial or material something to start something really positive in your life. The Two of Pentacles, wow, the tree, which always makes me laugh. I designed it and I find it really a confusing card. Warmth, oh my goodness. Ace of Cups. I love this card so much. It's my screensaver on my mobile. Yeah, Ace of Cups. The Moon, okay, the King of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Right. Right, will it work? Sorry, I'm yawning a lot tonight. I'm not tired. I'm just oxygen deficient. So will it work, or what would you have to do to make it work? See potential here. Let's see. Let's see. I do see potential. Let's have a look at here for a minute though. This card in the tarot is generally talking about secrets, not healthy secrets, little secrets. And I don't know, because, you know, like, it was a card that was designed a long time ago and it does hold a lot of meaning, but I also feel like if I was drawing a moon card today, I wouldn't necessarily relate it to, you know, sneaky secrets. I would relate it to the subconscious, the mysteries in life. Certainly I would link it to romance. I would link it to like a celestial body that gives meaning to your feelings. So yeah, I do sometimes take the moon card with a pinch of salt. But let's have a look. So he's looking at the moon card. In this reading, I feel it's saying it's more on the secret side. So we've got the King of Pentacles here, which is an earth sign, and it means that he's slow moving, all right? Slow and deliberate moves, not quick moves. And he's looking consciously at his secrets, if you two were to go back together. And subconsciously, he's looking at the past and the future and wanting to step forward. Okay. And even though he's looking at the secrets here, it's also guiding him to the Cup of Love. And this is an amazing card. Not only is it a beautiful card, but it's an amazing card in the tarot. It's the initiation of real love, you know. So I feel like if you're going second time around, you're just going to feel that real love again, you know, that explosion, that power that ignites the romance again. And underneath you'd have, this is the Ace and the Ace, you'd not only have the Ace of Cups, you've had the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, I must draw this. So you're getting like abundance on both levels, in the material world and in the emotional world. And when you put those two together, it's a really powerful combination. And here I feel like there's decision making going on. This is the decision card. It's a juggling card. It's like, will I, won't I, you know, things are tricky and stuff like that. And this is about the material world. It's about juggling things in your material world. This is the decision making as well. Or when you've made a decision and then you're deciding to act on that decision. So it's going 1, 2, 3. Can you see that forward motion? I do feel like this forward motion is slow. If you go back together, I feel like it's slow. Even with this beautiful eruption and this beautiful, like this, some sort of financial abundance that is going to come in and create an opportunity in your material world. So material world is things like job, career, home, car, holiday, you know, the material things. And I feel like the universe is going to go, here you go, you can have this. And it's going to set the ball rolling, which will allow you to have the second chance together. And then the universe is going, not only am I going to give you a pentacle to help you along your way, I'm going to give you the big cup of love as well. I'm going to bring the opportunity in for you to have that as well. So then we've got the tree card, which always makes me laugh, like I say, because I designed it, or I feel like my guides, you know, brought me to design it. What this card is telling you is, yes, it can work, because this card is about beauty. It's about harmony. It's about the good things in life. You know, you're looking out onto this beautiful meadow with all these wild summer flowers. And this tree is about permanence. It's about what's above, so below. And it's got deep roots and branches reaching up, and they're full of foliage, you know. They're green, they're lush, basically. So this is a card of abundance. Abundance in yourself, abundance in your relationships, abundance in your environment. So it certainly is a card where things can work, even though I feel it's much slower. Even the tree is like a slow symbol. You know, it's like, you know, a tree takes a long time to grow. You never actually see a tree grow, do you? Because it takes so long. And then it's permanent. You know, trees are amazing. If you want to look on my channel, I spoke to a tree once. It was absolutely fascinating. And the other thing I did recently, when I was staying in a different apartment, had the most stunning garden, and I used to go and hug the trees. And they just absorb your energy. Trees are like total non-judgment. You know, they never judge. You can just go and hold them, and you can tell them all your secrets, and they see everything. And I feel like, oh, that's another message. If you want this relationship to work, it's about total non-judgment. Just like what I just said there. Oh my God. Sorry, my guides are helping me so much. Trees are total non-judgments, because I'm not sleepy, but I'm not fully got oxygen in my body. Trees are total non-judgment, and you can tell them all your secrets. Oh my God. My guides are so clever. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's about whatever secrets he's got to feel like he can tell you. And you'll just absorb them, basically. You'll just absorb them and like, okay, you know. And the other thing about this tree card is like two trees are entwined together. You know, this is like, I want to grow with you. Wow. Do you know, I'd love to go through all my tarot readings and pick out these moments when I don't feel I'm actually speaking and something's speaking on my behalf, which is just blows me away. And the other thing about this relationship was a really bad picture, and I do want to paint it again because I did it in haste, is just keep the warmth in the relationship. You know, just keep that little candle glowing, and just, you know, sometimes we can be so quick to get angry or fiery or resentful or withdrawn or unhappy or whatever, but just keep the warmth. And what I do is, you know, I'm human and I get angry and I get upset and everything like that. And what I try to do is I actually do little prayers, sort of meditation, love prayers, to my special person, and I just tell them that they don't have to be a certain way with me, you know, they don't have to say certain things, and you know that I love them anyway, you know, no matter what they do, I love them anyway. And I learnt this of a her name's Agnes Varelli, and it's the whispering technique, but she does a meditation about unconditional love. And I am going off a little bit on a tangent here because I've got a little bit more time. So look, this looks like this is all going to work out beautifully. But if you're struggling maybe to go back into a relationship, unconditional love is the idea that you are love yourself. And anything other than love outside of yourself that you feel angry, upset about, or whatever, scared, fearful, is not love. Therefore, it's just an illusion. It's not real. And I think this is really, really important, because I have come up against some really bizarre energies in my life, which I just didn't feel like. I felt like the people were being used. Like, I feel, well, my belief is that when we pass, there's loads of, when we pass, I feel like we're just the same people, but in the spirit world. And some people just take advantage of not being seen and not being heard. And they can energetically connect with people's bodies on earth. And I've just had scenario after scenario after scenario where maybe the same things have been said to me via different people, and very negative things. And there's this little thing that Agnes Varelli says, and yes, sorry, she says, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, you're off the hook, because I will always love you. So it doesn't mean that you accept any bad behavior or anything like that. It just means that the idea is that everybody is us pushed out. It's just a reflection of us. It just means that you can just keep loving them. And that's really helps if you're actually in separation as well. That you just sort of think, well, maybe we can't be together in this 3D realm, but I'm just going to keep loving you anyway. You know, I'm just going to keep loving you. And it's not so that you get caught in that relationship and you can't let go. It's so that you can actually move on. You know, because you're saying, I'm giving you unconditional love. You know, maybe I'll need to move on in this 3D reality and, you know, and be with somebody else, but I can still unconditionally love you despite everything. But anyway, in this card, sorry, I just went off on a tangent there. In this reading, it's saying that, yes, it can work, very much so. And I feel like the universe is going to bring opportunities in for you should you want to have that second chance. And warmth is so important in a relationship. You know, it's about when they speak to you, are you warm? You know, if they make a mistake, are you warm? If they're making a loving gesture to you, are you actually warm? If you're just going through the day-to-day chores, are you warm? You know, or you've got to drop the demands and the aggression and the frustration and the whatever else you're bringing into the relationship. It's absolutely pouring here now. So is there anything else that we want to say about this reading? Shall we have a little look? Because I've got a little bit more time. I've got about 10 minutes. So you're lucky, pile 3. I could just expand a little bit there. So what else do the cards want to tell us about this relationship? It's definitely got a lot of potential for something permanent. I just want to see if there's anything else. We did have the Ten of Cups peeking out there, but the Ten of Cups loves to fly out, actually, not just slip out. So let's just have a look if it's going to fly out. And, you know, please do leave a comment if there's anything that really resonates with you. For example, let me just have a look. All right. For example, in this card, for some people, it can mean that your houses are quite close together and there's just a small road between you. I know that sounds weird, but I've seen that more than once. And it can mean that, I don't know, maybe some point in your relationship there was a little bit of sneaking around from house to house in the night as well. That definitely does come up in the readings a few times. And what else can I see? I can see nature here. I can see nature. Oh, what did I just say? I can see nature. Oh my God, it's incredible. Yeah, there's just a love of, there's something that you both guys both of you guys enjoy. There's just love of plants and nature, and maybe nature spirits as well, and just beautiful gardens and landscaping and stuff like that. I know it's one of my passions. I absolutely love beautiful landscape gardens. Ooh. Oh, so the plot thickens here a little bit. Thank you, cards. I think it's to do with these secrets, all right. So what it is that potentially your guy is a very passionate guy, okay? And he's got a lot of strength and authority. And I must just mention, he's like sitting on a throne, like a stone throne. Actually, both of these, the devil and the emperor, both sitting on a stone throne, actually. And it means that they're slightly immovable in many ways, okay? And the devil is about codependency and sometimes toxic relationships. But I think it's very easy to say, oh, this is toxic, all right? It can also be about lust and desire and maybe slight obsession. It can be diving into parts of yourself that maybe you haven't discovered before, sexually or emotionally. It can be that. And I feel like there's no harm in jumping into these areas and having this in your life, as long as it's not destroying all the other parts of your life, as long as the rest of your life is very, very balanced. But I feel like it's saying, well, if this is going to work, either you've got to balance out this side of your relationship, or maybe you've got to push a few boundaries in your relationship, you know, just explore a little bit more. All right. So, yeah. And I think with this one as well, I think it's just saying, this one that I drew, see the two plants, they're just beautiful. You know, like in a garden and they're being sprayed with water. It's just so beautiful and it's just so refreshing. And I just feel it's saying that, you know, just allow your relationship to refresh. You know, whether it's a summer shower or whether, you know, you're sort of hosing down the plants in the hot heat, just let everything refresh itself. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just having a moment. I'm just thinking, oh my God, the last apartment I was in, the garden was absolutely stunning. And when the hose used to go on in the evening, oh my God, I just wanted to dance. Yeah, I missed that. I should have danced under the water, naked. Yeah, so this has got all the promise. And I just feel like it's got all the promise, but I just feel like it's not a traditional relationship. I think that's important to say. It doesn't feel to me like this relationship operates in the normal fashion like most people. You know, I don't feel it's like a totally domesticated relationship. I feel like it's got lots of different depth and dimensions and stuff going on. I don't know if stuff going on means anything. You know, there's like a sexual energy here which is very different from the norm, which is cool. I feel like there's an expansiveness here. I feel like maybe someone in this relationship is an alternative thinker. Or if someone is quite traditional, like the Emperor is quite traditional, maybe has a slightly different alternative part to his personality. I feel like people here could be living quite alternatively as well. I feel like in this reading that that boundaries are going to be pushed. I feel like in this relationship it's natural for you both to push boundaries here, to elicit some sort of excitement. Let me just see a little bit more about your lifestyle. I feel like, you know, if I met you at a dinner party or something like that, you'd have all these unusual things to talk about, you know. So yeah, so we've got the Magician, and it's funny because when I drew this recently, I'm going to redraw him and make him a little bit more mystical. He was blonde and now he's dark. But he also reminds me of a kind of a cool musician type, you know, and he's got the infinity on his t-shirt, you know. So I feel like there is, for some of you, this essence of that your lifestyle is quite alternative. You're quite cool, you know, the way that you go about life. For some of you, I don't see an awful lot of tradition apart from the Emperor, which is very, very traditional. It's funny, I don't see a woman here. Let me just have a few more minutes since we've got a bit of time. So where's the woman here? There's no woman here. I want to see the female energy here. So I think, like, yeah, if you're going to make this work, I feel like they may be saying to you, yeah, I feel like they may be saying to you, keep the balance here. Don't let the male energy overpower in this relationship. Because what male energy, secrets, magician. He's not particularly male, but I feel like there's the devil. There's like a lot of male energy here. So don't let the male energy overbalance. And I think the last message here is, if you've had some sort of really serious altercation where you feel like the trust has been broken between you, and there's been a sense of you both maybe having opportunities with other people, just put that aside, right? You just got to take that out of the equation of the relationship. You have to establish that is out of the equation. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You've got to take that away. It might be that some of you are having an open marriage, an open relationship, experimenting sexually with other couples or something like that. And I feel for it to work, you've maybe got to let that go and sort of move into a more wholesome aspect. Let's have a look. So which direction should they go in? Which direction should they go, and what advice do you have? What advice do you have if they're going to go second time around? Let's have a look. If they're going to go second time around, what advice do you have? You know, if the trust has been broken, how do they build that again? It's just the secrets, isn't it? The secret, and I said about the secret, and this is sort of quite secret. Oh my God. Guys, listen. If you watch my channel, 99.9% of the time, this card that I'm going to pick up right now, I had to just make sure it was that card, always jumps out of the deck. It literally flies out of the deck. So I've obviously got a 10 of Pentacle fairy on my shoulder. Wow, wow, wow. I'm really glad that you've stayed with this reading. This relationship has the full potential of this most beautiful card. If I wanted a card out of the pack about returning into a relationship, I want this card. This card is popping out again and again, but it flies out. It loves to fly out. So I've obviously got someone with me who loves to flick this card out of the pack. It's about, you remember how I said about the moon is a celestial being? A rainbow is like a celestial being as well. You know, it's a sign from the universe of complete beauty, of complete harmony, and like a complete yes from the universe. In this holographic universe, it's saying, yes, this relationship is on. So even if you feel like, I don't know if I can go back, there's all this, you know, stuff and all the rest of it. From a universal perspective, it's saying yes. It's the 10 of Cups. There's no more cups. It's the ultimate card. Every single one of those cups is one of these cups. So it moves from the 1 to the 10. Every single one of these cups should have water overflowing, but you get the gist. So this relationship's got so much in it. And this is a pentacle overflowing. This is a manifestation card. You know, you've got the tree, you've got this beautiful foliage going on, you've got the warmth. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you've got some other stuff going on here, right? You've got this. And I think maybe this is why you're needing strength in this relationship. And it's not a strength like, oh, I've got to be really strong here to endure. No, it's not that sort of strength, right? What it is a strength of really knowing yourself and really owning yourself and really understanding your own power as well, just by being you. Okay, so you've got some this stuff going on, all right? The devil, the broken trust, the secrets, and all that sort of thing. Okay, but you've got all this. And when you've got that 10, it's like the crowning card. There, look, they've decided to say, look, you can't get better than that. You just can't get better than this. It's all there for you. It's all there and it's all waiting for you. But you've got to clear all this up here. Build trust, forgiveness. Love builds trust. Checking someone's phone doesn't build trust. Looking on their computer doesn't build trust. The energy of trust is the energy of trust. You know, like when a parent trusts you or a teacher trusts you, you feel like, oh my God, they trust me, you know, like they've given me something to do and I could just like cheat on this, or, you know, I could sneak around on this. But you don't, because they've given you the trust. So if you need to trust your partner, you have to give them the trust, and they need to feel that you trust them. And then that energy brings around people that are going to show you that you can trust in them, if that makes sense, yeah? People can feel like whether you trust them or not. When I was in a situation recently, I always gave my that person my bank card, all right? And I used to go, oh, like, I used to feel a bit strange about it, you know. I used to think, I wonder if he's going to look at my balance and stuff like that. And I thought, just trust him. Just trust him, you know. So, yeah, so when you imbue trust into people, they step up, all right? If you're trying to watch them and see what they're doing, they will then try to work around you, you know, watching them or checking up on them. Just give them the trust. Beautiful cards. This card is like blinding. That this is just about this is about long term. This is deep, deep, deep love on every single level. This is perfect alignment. This is the universe showing you that yes, 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 I'm going to send a rainbow in the sky to show you that you should be with this person. And if there's crappy 3D reality stuff to sort it out. But this is the stuff you remember when you pass. This is the stuff you remember. Can't walk past this stuff. Okay. All right. I hope that helps, guys. Please leave a comment, because I really love it if there's little parts that really, really resonate with you. I was not expecting that card. Lately, it's been popping out a lot, but I absolutely was not expecting that card. Okay, guys, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. So, ciao, ciao from Italy. Ciao.